She wanted my snacks? Fine, my mom gave her snacks. Only she had no idea what was inside. I was just an 11-year-old kid trying to survive a new school when my mom unleashed one of the most evil yet hilarious acts of revenge I've ever witnessed. And the best part? That bully never looked at me again. If you've ever been bullied, or wished someone would finally stand up for you, smash that like button and get ready. This story is called Cat Litter Candy, and it's one of the sweetest cases of justice you'll ever hear. It was 2002. I was in 5th grade, and life had just thrown me into chaos. My family had moved to a new city. New home, new faces, new everything. If you've ever been the new kid, you know how it feels. Walking into a classroom where everyone already belongs somewhere and you're just standing there with your backpack and an awkward smile, hoping someone will say hi. I was shy, painfully shy. The kind of kid who'd rehearse, "Can I sit here?" in my head before asking it out loud. All I wanted was to make a friend or two. I didn't care about being popular. I didn't care about cliques or cool groups. I just wanted someone to eat lunch with. But then there was her, Hannah. She was also new that year, but unlike me, she walked in like she already owned the place. You know that kid who instantly knows how to charm everyone, who seems fearless, confident, even kind, until you see her real side? Yeah, that was Hannah. At first I thought maybe we'd be friends, two new kids trying to figure things out together. But Hannah saw me as competition. She wanted to climb the social ladder fast, and to her, I was in the way. She'd shove me in the hallway just hard enough to make me drop my books. She'd roll her eyes and make gagging noises if she had to sit near me. Once, she even told people I smelled like wet bread. It sounds childish now, but when you're 11, it hurts. After a few miserable weeks, I finally made 2 friends. Real ones. They didn't care that I was shy or weird. We laughed about dumb things, shared snacks, and finally, I felt okay again. For the first time since moving, school didn't feel like a battlefield, but Hannah didn't stop. She'd still whisper things behind my back or trip me when no one was looking. It was annoying, sure, but I told myself she was just insecure until the day she crossed the line. See, lunchtime was brutal. The cafeteria food was, let's just say, suspicious. So I relied on the snacks my mum packed. Fruit snacks, granola bars, sometimes a little pack of Gushers. Those Gushers? They were sacred. They were the one thing I looked forward to in the middle of a long, exhausting day. But one week, something strange started happening. My snacks, gone, every single day. At first, I thought maybe I'd forgotten to pack them. But no, my mum confirmed she'd put them in. And one afternoon, I saw her, Hannah, sitting at a table eating a pack of Gushers. My Gushers. Same flavor, same pouch, same smug grin. That was it. Something in me broke, but I wasn't the type to fight back. I just went home, defeated, and told my mum everything. My mum listened quietly at first. The more I spoke, the tighter her jaw became. I could see the storm building in her eyes. Anger, then disbelief, and finally something else. A look I can only describe as terrifying calm. She stood up slowly, brushed her hands off on a dish towel and said, "She wants snacks. Let's give her snacks." I blinked. Wait, what? She didn't answer. She just walked straight to the kitchen. I followed her like a nervous little shadow. She grabbed a pack of Gushers from the pantry, the good kind, the neon red ones, and laid them on the counter. Then she pulled out scissors, tape, and a sewing needle kit. "Mom, what are you doing?" She didn't look up. Teaching a lesson. She made the tiniest slit at the bottom of the Gushers pouch. Then she went to the bathroom, put on gloves, and retrieved something horrifying. A scoop of heavily used cat litter. I froze. Surely she wasn't, but she was. She poured that gritty, smelly litter into the Gushers pouch, one slow handful at a time, until it was full. Then, with surgeon-level precision, she resealed the edge with clear tape so it looked brand new. When she was done, she handed it to me. "Put this in your bag tomorrow. Make sure it's easy to find." I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. My mum had just weaponized candy. The next morning, my heart was pounding as I packed my bag. That pouch sat there like a loaded grenade. At school, I left my backpack in its usual spot, slightly unzipped. By lunchtime, you guessed it, the gushers were gone. I didn't even have to check. I knew she'd taken them. During lunch, Hannah was her usual loud, obnoxious self, tossing her hair, cracking jokes, showing off. Everything was normal. Until recess. When the bell rang for recess, Hannah vanished for a while. 10 minutes, 15. When she finally came back, her face looked off, pale, tight-lipped. She wouldn't look at anyone, especially me. She sat down quietly, not saying a word. For the first time ever, Hannah, the self-appointed queen bee of 5th grade, was silent. The rest of the day, she avoided me like the plague. And the next day, and the next week, she never shoved me again, never mocked me, never even made eye contact. It was like I turned invisible. And honestly, that was perfect. Looking back, it's funny. I never wanted revenge. I just wanted peace. But my mum, my sweet, protective, terrifying mum, she made sure justice was served in her own unforgettable way. I don't know exactly what happened to Hannah after she opened that pouch, and I don't really need to. All I know is she learned what happens when you mess with someone who has a cat. And a mum with a dark sense of humour. Sometimes karma just needs a little help from a mum with gloves. You know what's wild? Even decades later, I still remember how that felt, watching a bully finally stop. Not because I fought back, but because life, or in this case my mum, decided to handle it for me. The moral? Some people need a lesson that only experience can teach. And in 5th grade, my mum was the best teacher of all. If this story made you smile, or made you wish your mum had been that creative, hit that like button. Drop a comment below. What's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? And of course, subscribe for more true stories where karma gets the last laugh. Because sometimes revenge comes in the sweetest and strangest ways.